way to start a drive.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, 30 left.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a carry for Allen. Fighting through it, he's got space. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Now Lawrence.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Hey, run!
Allen.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Good work there, holding him out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
24.
Lawrence on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Seven nothing is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second down, here's Smith again.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Off the bootleg. Ward.
That is caught.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
For the Bears at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you talk about where they rank in stopping the run, but how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Ward. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Take right open.
7-7, our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Hey, Jupiter, 13, Luke.
Now Lawrence. Thomas brings it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
30 left. Hey, kill.
Lawrence will throw. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Brian Thomas,
his second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On first and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Jaguars are going to take over here up near the 40.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now Lawrence changing the play.
Same right. Here we go.
From the 40 now on second down. Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Let's go now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Back to throw.
Ward. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And out of bounds right around the 20.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Let's go. Cut 19. Cut 19. Pioneer. 60 back there. 60 back there.
2nd and 5.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Here we go.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Go! 70 range, 70 range. 18 rattle. Take go.
Ward now, throwing to start the drive.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Warriors, 70.
Now Ward, a final shot before break. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey. Great job.
Now Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence going to look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Easy.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain.
Think right. Go.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Hey, run.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, He's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
These are 24. Hey, kill.
Lawrence. He's across midfield, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Hey, I'm gun. Hey, go. 11, Agate. Silver.
Again, it's Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Think right.
Here's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
On red. Think right, open. Go, let's go. 11. Silver.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
Flushed out right.
Oh, the turnover fuss continues. Here's another interception.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun, Ward.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
And we clearly saw right there why the Bears went out and got Montez Sweat last season. He's a player who appears to be on an upward trajectory, and plays like that are certainly a big reason why.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence.
And this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Hey, Lion.
They'll run with Allen. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a gain of a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Come on, set. Trap 60, trap 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. Get up.
Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go now. Left wing 19. 60 backward, 60 backward.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And firing a deep ball for Kmet.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jags take over in terrific field position.
We're at 23. Here we go, son.
Now Allen.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Welcome back now here in London. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Second and 10.
Go, go. Hey.
Now Lawrence.
And to the right side here, it's Allen. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Easy. Read him. Put it. Hey, run.
They'll run with ETN.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Here's Allen. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jags look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is caught at the 8.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
18, Pioneer. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 70 range, 70 range. 18 Rapper.
They'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Back to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
2nd and 4.
And he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. That one looks like he'll throw here. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A very solid gain of 27.
Red on red.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Hey, I'm gun.
Lawrence will throw.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the fourth quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, It always comes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
19 Lions.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
10 to 11.
Operating from the gun.
Moore out to the flat here for Johnson. 2nd down and 8.
Come 19,
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Ward. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.